Hi everyone. So it's been a while since I've come on the channel and given a little update. So I thought it was time to update all of you guys on where the ADA exhibit is at now, the outcomes of it all, and everything since in June, whenever it was an interactive exhibit in Dallas. And so let's see where to begin. A lot has happened since then. Well, one, I have moved from Dallas to Denver with DLR Group, transferred to the Denver office. And so that's where I am now. And let's see, so the exhibit went incredibly well. Like, so many people really enjoyed it, and it was really an eye-opening experience. We had a lot of people, almost like 50-50 people who were designers, and then people who were not designers, like other types of careers. And so it was really cool to see that we impacted not just the designers and architects in the field, but also other people who may or may not know about the codes and really understand why this is important, things like that. So that was great to see. And my Aunt Kim was able to come up, as you guys might have heard. She was able to come up and really chat with some people and answer questions. And it was awesome. I think that the three biggest takeaways for people were that the code is not good enough for the turning radius, the 5-foot turning radius, the doors, like clearances for the doors, and like being able to open it while you're in a wheelchair, like the size of the opening and reaching for it and stuff. And then the other one is the ramp. The fact that like the 1-to-12 ratio ramp is still really hard to do, especially for someone in a wheelchair that like has like not much ability to move their back or their neck or things like that to help them leverage like wheeling up there manually. So those are really great kind of insights that I was able to gather from the survey and talking to people. So that was great. So now moving on to kind of where this is at now is that I went back over Thanksgiving break, went back to the Dallas office because I moved up here in August, and then up here to Denver. And then I decided to go ahead and go back to Dallas over Thanksgiving, take a little bit longer and work from the Dallas office. Ended up moving the exhibit because the exhibit this whole time was staying in a spare space, or spare office space that we had, to temporarily stay there until we could figure out where it should go next. And so ultimately it is now at Texas Tech University, where they're going to use this exhibit and these stations for some kind of project. I don't know exactly how they're going to use it, but it's through the theater department is going to use it and kind of spread the awareness through a project performance. Not exactly sure what they're going to do, but I'm excited to see what they do with it. It was great to be able to kind of keep it within the state of Texas for the physical actual exhibit that I designed and created with Alex Nichols. And so that's something that I'm looking forward to seeing, like what happens there this coming spring semester. And then on top of that, another thing that's going down is that we've got USITT, which is the Association for Performing Arts and Entertainment Professionals. It's a big national organization that has a conference every year in Baltimore, Maryland. And so basically designers, theater designers, technical people, architects, like all kinds of people in this type of theater world go to this kind of conference. And Beth Martell with my company, with DLR Group, she's in our Chicago office. She was like, Amanda, like I have connections. We need to get this to go somewhere. Like this should not just die here. Like we need to spread this continuously, which was really awesome that she also shares the same passion that I do to wanting to spread this on a larger scale. And so basically USITT with this conference, they're like, we have an expo floor. We want to do an exhibit where we can have something like this related to accessibility because that's one of the things for their expos that they need to do this year. And so they were like, we had a call, went super well. And so now I'm going to go up there and we're going to have this exhibit recreated. So they're going to have people from that organization with those connections that they've got up there, they're going to recreate based on some of the drawings that I have. And I'll be retouching some of the signage for this specific space in terms of wayfinding, and we're going to do some charrette activity with it. So it's super exciting, and that will be in March 2nd through the 5th. So I will definitely be updating you guys on that. And that will be super fun to have, be able to kind of see where that goes. And then the intent is to now build this new kind of life of this, altering it a little bit, and then seeing how we can build it so it's easy to transport. So then now it'll be something that potentially we'll be able to go across the country or to different exhibits or whatever it may be. I'm not sure yet, but that's the idea. And so I'm super excited to see that happen. So that's where we're kind of at right now with this. It's definitely grown a lot more than I would have ever expected, and I'm so happy that it has. The bios will still be featured. The videos that I already have, like, we'll have links to the YouTube and stuff at this conference, and I think it's going to continue to spread awareness and, you know, allow people to really question for themselves, like, what is it that I can do to help make change happen and help it become something that is, you know, second nature, right? Like, it comes to us naturally. We don't have to think extra about, gotta check off this box, right? So I think that's where, like, the video of Ricardo on this YouTube channel, like, if you haven't seen that, please go watch it, because I think he brings up great points as being an architect. I think it's huge for him to kind of see both sides of, like, okay, I get to design spaces for people like me and other people, right? So it's like, it's such a huge thing that I think I'm excited to see where this will go. But anyway, so just wanted to update you guys on that, and then I will keep you guys updated throughout the process of getting this off to Baltimore, Maryland. So exciting stuff. Thanks so much. Bye.